Hey Sherman, could you cook me up one of those digital marketing strategies? Sure, digital marketing strategy? How would you like that cooked? Actually, I was thinking about well done, and could you add some of that effective sauce? Effective? You got it. All right, all jokes aside, today's video is all about how to create an effective digital marketing strategy. We've probably consulted hundreds of businesses over the years on creating their own digital marketing strategy. And some of them have resulted in over $100,000 in revenue, and some of them resulted in close to $300,000 in revenue. Look, either way, marketing without any digital marketing strategy won't generate any revenue, but it'll probably generate some expenses on your financial statements. Obviously, that's not what you want, and that's exactly why you're watching this video. So buckle up. Today, I'm going to give you the tools to creating a successful digital marketing strategy for your business. Hi, my name is Sherman with LYFE Marketing, a digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. Today, I'm going to give you the 7 steps to building your own digital marketing strategy. By the way, if you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes that can help you grow your business. And if you want to help us continue to push out content just like this one, then please help us out by smashing that thumbs up button for me below. All right, now let's go ahead and get started with building your digital marketing strategy. First of all, what is a digital marketing strategy? A digital marketing strategy is an outline that describes how you will accomplish your marketing goals through the internet. Your strategy would include your marketing objectives, who you will be marketing to, in what manner, and a clear description of how you would accomplish said marketing objectives. Having a clear understanding of your digital marketing strategy will help you make the most of your investment and maintain consistency across all of your marketing efforts. Okay then, so how exactly do you build your digital marketing strategy? Here are the 7 steps to building your digital marketing strategy. Step number 1, determine your objective. Is your marketing objective right now to increase awareness, leads, or sales? Now, naturally, most people I talk to will almost always say sales. But wait a minute, how many sales can you actually make if no one knows you exist? A good digital marketing strategy should be carefully crafted based on facts, like how many people are actually aware that your business exists right now. You should start your digital marketing strategy by looking in the mirror. Do a careful analysis of your prior marketing efforts, determine what worked best and what didn't, and consider what your business needs to be successful in the days ahead. To do this, just take a peek into your Google Analytics account, and if you don't know how to view your website analytics or don't have one, then consider using free tools available on the internet like Alexa, for example. Anyway, really think about your business marketing and set SMART goals. Not just SMART, but you know, the acronym SMART. Come on, don't make me say it. All right, here you go. Specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and timely. SMART goals. Look, just set realistic goals that are attainable. A lot of business owners call us and say, hey, LYFE, I need to reach 1 million people within the next 30 days, and I have a $500 budget, and I want to know if your firm is good enough to do that for me or not. Meanwhile, we're on the other end kind of like, you know this is gonna cost you way more than $500, right? Okay, let me stop YouTube venting and get back to the point. The point is, when you're building your digital marketing strategy, make sure you look yourself in the mirror first. Analyze your prior efforts and where you sit in the market, and then set realistic marketing objectives. All right, step 2, build your marketing funnel. When I'm building a digital marketing strategy for someone, I always ask them, what does your marketing funnel look like? And most times people look at me like, I don't know. All right, so let me explain this for just a second. Remember those sales that we talked about in step 1? And how you're not going to get those sales unless people actually know you exist? Well, a marketing funnel helps you lay out the steps to generating awareness to ultimately converting people into sales. Now, there are 4 basic steps inside of any marketing funnel: awareness, consideration, conversion, and advocacy. Now, I won't fully explain this now because we've already published another video on this topic, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and check it out. But when building your marketing strategy, your marketing funnel will help you answer questions like, how are we going to make complete strangers aware of our business? Or once they are aware and know that we actually exist, how are we going to build a connection with them? And then lastly, once we connect with them and they fall in love with us, how exactly are we going to convert these people into buying customers? You can literally take the entire marketing funnel, piece out each stage, and use that to explain every single component of your digital marketing strategy. All right, let's move on to the next point. Step 3, define your audience. Who exactly will you be picking up and dropping into your digital marketing funnel? You need to be very specific here. You need to build your buyer persona. A buyer persona is an outline of the characteristics that you identify as someone who might buy your products. Having this is incredibly important because in order to be successful at digital marketing, you are going to have to talk to people who are most likely going to buy from you. And if you don't know who that person is, or even worse, you do and are unable to relate to them, doesn't matter how good your digital marketing strategy is, unfortunately, none of it is going to work. You must be able to speak directly to your audience's specific goals and challenges and help them obtain success. So here's exactly what you need to do. Put yourself in your customer's shoes and ask yourself, why would I buy this? List out every single reason why you would buy your own product. Then figure out, who exactly are you? How old are you? Where do you live? What's your life like? What kind of job do you have? What's your income looking like? And what do you do for fun? What are you watching on TV? What's your favorite social media app? And then finally, ask yourself, why would I not buy this product? List out every single objection. What's wrong with your product? What's confusing about it? What questions would someone have about my product? Write out every single answer you possibly can to all of these questions. Pretty soon, you'll have a ton of information, and most importantly, you'll understand your buyer persona. And boy, once you understand your customers, like really understand what's going on in their mind, then you can really start marketing to them. Which actually brings me to my next point. Step 4, outline your messaging. Once you've mapped out your soulmate, well, ideal customer, you can move on to working on your messaging. This is going to be so much easier now that you fully understand who exactly you're talking to. You just need to figure out what exactly you're going to say. But what exactly do you say? Your dream soulmate is standing right in front of you. What are you going to say? Are you going to say anything? Afraid you're going to blow it? Or do you just not know what to say? Well, here's an example of what I'd say. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Ever feel like you're moving but not actually going anywhere? Well, here's the cure that helped over 35,000 people, and this same exact cure was just featured in Fortune's magazine. Improve your situation today by visiting sherman.lifemarketing.com. Okay, while I just made this up on the spot, here are the specific things you need to have in your messaging. Number 1, a hook. If your customer is standing right in front of you, aka on Facebook, you need something that is going to make them stop scrolling and look at your business. Use your buyer persona outline and use one of their primary goals or biggest challenges, and then create a hook that talks directly to the person you're targeting. Don't overthink this, but do know who you're talking to. Forget about the wittiest hook and think more about what your audience will respond to. They will only respond to triggers that pull at their unique life circumstance. All right, number 2, build interest. A hook will make them stop and start looking at you, but if you're not interesting, then they're just going to scroll on to the next thing. So you need to make sure you make the next few seconds count. In my example, I listed a statistic that I helped over 35,000 people just like them, and that we were featured in a major publication that everyone knows about. This might pique someone's curiosity just a little bit more, and now you've got their attention. Which leads me to step 3, action. Once you have their attention, you need them to act on it. You need a call to action, and you need it now. But don't be basic and just tell people to go to your website and buy your stuff. Think about your funnel. If you're trying to generate awareness, then don't turn them off on the first date by asking them for their money. Invite them to learn more about you and your business. This might be checking out a video, a blog post, ebook, and so on. Anyway, let me be very clear about messaging for just a second here. Your messaging should be directly related to challenges listed in your buyer's persona. Your messaging will be different based on your different marketing objectives, and your messaging needs to be consistent. Messaging to generate awareness will be different from messaging used to increase your sales. Messaging to a complete stranger should be different from messaging to someone that you already know. There are many different messaging techniques out there, so just be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out the future content that breaks this down for you. But regardless of the techniques you use, your messaging should be consistent, whether it's on your website, social media, or your email newsletter. For example, imagine dating someone who presents themselves as one way but is completely different on the second date. You'd probably not trust that person's intention, so be sure that you're not doing this with your customers and be consistent in your messaging. All right, now let's move on. Step number 5, select your marketing channels. Here's an easy one that many people overcomplicate: marketing channels. People call us every day asking us what marketing channels should their business be on. And the answer is very simple: the marketing channels that your customers are on. One of our business mentors once told me that there are 1,000 ways to market your business, and you need to be good at all of them. Basically, in the perfect world, you need to be marketing to your customers wherever they might be. If they are searching for companies just like yours on Google, then obviously add Google to your marketing strategy. If they're on Instagram, then you might choose to add Instagram to your digital strategy. Or if they're watching videos on YouTube, then maybe you'll start a YouTube channel. Regardless, pick the channels where your audience is located and incorporate it into your digital marketing strategy. Though normally there is one problem with this: budget. If you don't have an endless budget, then chances are you probably can't choose an endless amount of marketing channels. Each marketing channel will require a certain amount of effort and money to use it effectively. So once you have listed out all the marketing channels that your customers use, start prioritizing them in order of effectiveness. Now, this will look different for different businesses. For example, if you are a plumber, then you'll probably have a better shot at landing clients on Google than you would on Facebook. Meanwhile, if you're selling body lotion, you might be able to reach more consumers at lower prices on Facebook than you would on Google. Okay, so here are the rules that you need to follow. Number 1, only choose marketing channels that contain your audience. Number 2, prioritize your marketing channels based on their effectiveness. Number 3, to figure out what is effective, consider your business services, and most importantly, your buyer persona. All right, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. By now you've defined your messaging and your digital marketing channels. But now you need to bring people into your marketing funnel and pull them down until they convert. And there's only one way that you can really do this: by offering value. You need to offer some type of value to your customers in order to make them aware of your business, engaged, and eventually buying something from you. If there is no value you can offer them, then you shouldn't expect their hard-earned money to come into your business. With that said, content is one of the most effective ways to exchange value to your audience. But content comes in many different forms. I mean, there's video, there's images, there's social content, there's Google Ads, podcasts, and so much more, right? But like we stated in the last step, you can simplify this by better understanding your audience. Once you do, you can choose the content types that they prefer to engage with, or content that you have the means to produce. Either way, unless you're balling on a fortune, you're going to need to pick just a few types of content and prioritize them in terms of what you think will be best for your audience. A quick way to fail is to try to do everything while doing nothing particularly well. So decide on your content strategy and put all of your efforts into generating that content on a consistent basis. Last step, step 7, execute and analyze. The final step here is to stop thinking and start doing. You've defined your objectives, your funnel, audience, messaging, channels, and content. Now it's time to launch your marketing campaign on the channels you selected with the messaging approach that you've defined, and also using the content you've created. But let me warn you for just a second here. The work doesn't stop once you've built your marketing strategy and launched your campaign. No, we're just getting started here. If you turn your back on your marketing strategy now, then you're setting yourself up for failure. In our world, agencies call this set it and forget it. Your digital marketing strategy is not something you just set up once. It's continually evolving. You launch a campaign, measure the results, and tweak it. Then you launch a better campaign, measure the results, and tweak it. And then you might launch a worse campaign, measure the results, and learn from it. Look, bottom line, you have to stay on top of your digital marketing strategy. The good news is that if you get started now, you'll already be doing more than 70% of everyone else. Then you can get into the top 10% by being disciplined and consistently optimizing your strategy campaign after campaign. If you do this, you will have the best shot at success with your digital marketing strategy. With all of this said, let's go ahead and recap today's episode and the major points that you need to take away. Today we discussed how to build your 2021 digital marketing strategy. Those steps were very simple. Determine your objectives, build your funnel, define your audience, outline your messaging, select your marketing channels, define your content, and most importantly, execute and analyze. All right, folks, that's it for today's episode. If this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, then please help us out by hitting the like button for us below, and I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you like this content, then be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out future content that we're putting out to help you grow your business. We'll talk to you soon.